Brava, Effie. Sorry with your name. I'll be more careful. Opeyemi here, a 64-year-old African American slave descent, retired family physician turned feral, turned rogue, and definitely a healing artist. I was very moved by your beautiful, connecting, somatic, experienced, amazing sounds piece of theater. And I understand that this is a piece of work you are doing for reparations as far as your understanding of your whiteness. Check. With that in mind, I would like to supplement and say that what I'd like to add is it was quite amazing to witness your work, knowing that your family, with their encampment of slaves, was 3 counties north in Franklin to my family in Union Point, Georgia, in Greene County. That when you said things such as that for black and that for a mulatto that's listed, that's my family story. In 1860, that's as far back as we could go, to the mulatto who was at the top of the list of property in 1860 census as the firstborn to a woman who then had 3 Negro children. And the story in our family was, of course, that was a child of the slave master. That's my descendant line from 1860. The power of witnessing you awake to all of this with your brother's genealogic research and my family not being able to do research beyond that 1860 place where we're listed as property. And also realizing that now I can do more through DNA testing on the white part, and I have no desire, absolutely no desire, to know that part of my oppressor in me identity. That little girl in your class, or maybe it was just your school, that came in and people were talking because she was a black kid. I was that kid in the integrating of my schools. I was the one that disappeared 7th to 8th grade because my parents were smart enough and privileged enough to get me the hell out of the integrated school system they thought would work so well for me. I went back voluntarily for high school and aced everything. I was the black magic girl and didn't give a fuck. Who knew? But had a lot of trauma inside of me. Workaholism, meritocracy, really believing what they told me to believe. And as I said, I'm a recovered integrationist because they told me that you all wanted to be integrated and mixed with us. And I realized that that is not true. And so I am in recovery, just as many people I know are recovered or recovering Catholics. I think that's less time than I had expected. Anything else I want to say or add? I could so, in a call response, respond to so many pieces of what you shared about your life and your times. My family are all theater people, so your rendition of Porgy and Bess as your mother singing and as you singing was just divinely annoying, frustrating, and painful. And yet we rise, and I so appreciate that we are doing these dialogues and work together. I hope to get this out before your Wednesday recorded performance, but if I don't, it's just feedback.